Hey guys, Motorcarnut here. Today we're going to be replacing a fuel pump on a VW Tiguan 2009 and up, I believe to 16, 17. I'll check that. I'll put it in the description. Okay, the first thing you're going to have to do is we're going to have to remove the seat. I have a video on how to replace the fuel pump module. It'll show you how to remove the seats. Watch that. It's a good video too. And then we'll continue. You're going to have a plastic fastener here. You just take that out, all right? And you don't have, there is two fuel pumps in here. One's a secondary under the driver's side, but the primary pump is on the passenger side. You're going to have a little plastic thing like this, okay? It just comes right off, and here's a little grommet. What you do is just push it in. Just be careful because there's wires here. And number one thing before I go any further, disconnect the negative battery terminal. And if you're not comfortable working with fuel, because this is going to be soaked with fuel, you can die. Okay, if you're not comfortable, let somebody else do it. Just watch the video for entertainment purposes only then. Okay? And don't smoke, obviously. And no fire, no spark, and no metal objects. Okay? I'm using something here, metal, but that's just to hold this back. But I'll explain in a minute. Okay, so now the grommet, you just push it through so you have, there's wires here, so you have enough room to go like this. Now, there's going to be a ring. I already removed the ring, but I'm going to show you how to do it. There's a little red tab on here for the connector. You just push this up, it's down, you push it up, and you take this out. This moves out of the way. Now, on this one, let me get over here and show you. You see over here? It has a little release on this side and on the other side, okay? And what you do is you basically squeeze it. You squeeze it and push those tabs up, and it slides right out. Okay, let me. You can see it. You squeeze these two tabs right here. You squeeze them and push up as you're pushing the whole thing up, and it comes right out. That just releases it. Okay, so then after that, your wires are out of the way. Now, if you don't have a spanner wrench to take this off, okay, what you're gonna do is have like a mallet that's plastic and a hard piece of plastic, and you see the tabs here. Here. What you do is you just hit them. You keep hitting them. You come around here, you hit it until it twists off. And when it twists off, it's going to come out. Okay? Now you see what I'm saying over here? There's all areas you can use to put pressure to spin it off. Because it locks in. You see, it goes up. So it locks in tight. And what you want to do is just take it off. Okay? So once you have that ring off, then basically you could just move this out of the way. Then the pump is going to pop up. Okay. Now, okay, so now you're going to have three connections to take off. Okay, you have one connector here, and there's a white connector right here. This white one right here. So what we're going to start with is the top one, the black one right here. And it's basically screwed, it's a squeeze. Let me squeeze it and show you. Okay, over here, you see this little squeeze pin? You see this little part? It moves in. It's normally like this. You turn it to the side, and this thing, you push this in with your finger. Squeeze it, and it comes right off. Now, here, let me show you. You see how this works? You squeeze it, and then you pull it out. Okay, the same thing with this black one over here. That's the same thing. You get that in there. You squeeze it, and it pops out. I just did that. Same one. And don't worry if you let them fall in the tank, they ain't going anywhere. Now, the other one is a little tricky. So what you do is you put the black ones, black ones, try to like snake them down, or if you have any room. just get them out of the way. Anyway, I'm trying to do that so I can show you the other one. Okay, here we go. So now, this one, all right, let me get another tool. Okay, now this one, we're talking about the white one. You can see it in there. There's this little tab right here. This little tab has to be pushed a little bit so it can release. So what I use is, I try to get it in there. Okay, you don't want to really do that. Okay. Is you just want to squeeze this thing in. You want to just squeeze it in and pop it out. Okay, you see I got it loose and it just pops right out. Okay, so now you get this gasket. And it'd be good to have some rags around. You don't want this gasoline smell going all over the place. It's a little, because all these wires, all the hoses, they're all in the way. But after this, you feed the other line down there. Now you lift it out. It's gonna have gas inside of it, and you got to be careful because you have. Okay. All right, you're gonna have the lever for the fuel gauge. Okay. And we just take this out. Okay. So now, like I was saying before, don't worry about the lines. They're right here. You see that? You got the bottom white one. You have the bottom black one, and then the one that goes on the top. Now, when you put them in, you're going to put the pump in first and put the white one on first. It's a little tedious, you know, a little messy and a lot of fumes, but, you know, that's how you're going to have to do it. So, the white one goes right in here, and it clicks on here. I'm showing you out of the car so it's nice and easy to see it. The white one goes on first once you get it in the tank. Then you're going to put the black one on right here. The lower black one, and then the upper black one goes here. And then we put it down in the tank. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing. It's going to be hard to show you so you understand what I'm doing. Okay, the first one we grab is the white one. And like I said, it just goes in here like this. And it's got to be pushed in. See that? It's all plastic, so you got to be careful. Okay, so you're going to feed and you see the black one is not as big as the white as the other black one. So the shorter length black one goes here, it clicks in, and then the longer black one goes right on the side over here, and it clicks in. And just make sure they're all in tight. This one's in tight, and this one's in tight. Okay, and then you're just gonna, and it's spring loaded, so you're just gonna make sure it's pretty much straight down. This has to go straight down. Don't cock it to the side this way or that way, front and back. Try to put it where it has to go. This little fat edge over here, okay, and it has like a little valley in there, okay. And then you're gonna push it down, but before we do that, we have to put the gasket on. The gasket goes around. Okay. Now, lift it up again. The gasket goes around here. I'll show you. And make sure it's on there nice and tight. And again, I'm going to put it straight down like this. Okay, it goes right in between these two things right there. And then you're going to get the lock ring. Okay, holding it down. And you're going to slide it underneath. Each one is like a little wedge like I showed you before. Right? You can turn it as much as you can by hand. Make sure it's in the center. And now what you want to do is you're going to tap it a little bit. Okay, so now you're going to tap it back in place. And do not use a screwdriver or something like that. You tap it, it makes a spark, the whole car blow up. Okay, that'll be considered a bad day. Okay, so you do it until it's nice and tight, And before you take the ring off, it's good to mark it to see how far up it went. This is like 1, 2, 3. It was down 4. See, that's what has those marks, and that's basically where it is now. Nice and tight, okay? And now, all you do is you put your connector on, put this thing back, put this piece down, and put the seat back on, and you're done. All right? Motorcarnut, please subscribe, hit the like button. Any questions, leave them below pertaining to the video. I try to answer all my questions. And you like the video, you learned something, give me a super thanks. I'd appreciate it. Keep the channel going. And thanks for all your comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.